Making Tax Digital is HMRC's modernisation of the UK tax system. What they're doing is they're going from what is currently more of an analogue system and they're making it more digital. So each tax will be reported to HMRC through softwares using APIs to report the information directly into HMRC's own computers. MTD VAT is the process of making tax digital for the VAT scheme. This was the first part that was carried out and has been going over for the last couple of years. MTD for ITSA is the making tax digital for the income tax self-assessment part. So this affects all sole traders, landlords, etc. that currently file a self-assessment tax return either on paper or through HMRC's portal. As of April 2023, you're going to need to start doing that quarterly and with a software that is communicating to HMRC directly. MTD ITSA is a mandatory requirement. It's going to be set by law. The draft legislation is currently being put together through Parliament, and it's going to mandate that every person that files a tax return for a self-assessment will have to do so using a bit of HMRC certified software such as QuickBooks, which will be transmitting the data directly into HMRC's computer base. The people that need to register for the MTD of ITSA is anyone currently filing a self-assessment tax return, whether you're a landlord, a small business owner, anything like that. If you currently have to file a self-assessment tax return each year, then you will need to file one via an MTD supported piece of software from April 2023. You'll have to file 4 returns a year, which are 4 tax returns that are estimating your tax bill, and then there'll be a 5th return to conclude the amount that you need to pay HMRC. Each return for each quarter will be required to reach HMRC 1 month and 5 days after the month end, and the first quarter is April 2023. So we're going to have April, May, June. At the end of June, you need to start compiling your records. And by the 5th of August, you will need to file your first quarterly return. And it will work in the same way for the rest of the year. This is something VAT registered businesses are very used to, having to file VAT quarterly. But this is a new concept for a lot of self-employed people who have only ever had to do 1 tax return a year, and they've had a 9-month period to do that in. HMRC are making this more digital so that they can reduce human error, increase efficiency, and ultimately give them more detail behind the tax return figures that you're providing them. So the long-term goal is that they'll be able to look at the turnover for your business as you've submitted it on your tax return, but then they'll be able to drill down to see how that figure has come about. So they'll be able to see all your invoices that have added up to that figure of turnover, and it'll be the same principle for each area. The main difference for anyone filing is that you can no longer go to the HMRC website and file a tax return as of April 2023, or you will not be able to file paper returns either. You have to file it for a piece of MTD compliant software such as QuickBooks. It takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes to set up for Making Tax Digital at HMRC, and then a couple of minutes with QuickBooks. If you've already registered at HMRC, then you'll be able to just enter a few of your details through a Making Tax Digital registration portal, and it will convert your current tax records into the digital system, ready to go. If you've got an accountant who's authorised to act as your agent, they'll be able to do this for you for 10 to 15 minutes worth of work, and accountants can actually bulk upload their clients to the system, so it's really quick and efficient for us. The benefits for small business owners is that this is going to encourage us all to have those live figures, live financials, and more regular paced intervals. It will allow us to know what our tax bill estimate is going to be 4 times a year. So overall, we've got the right amount of money put to one side for our tax, no nasty surprises, and We've got more powerful information so we can help grow and develop our businesses with that live data that we perhaps don't have if we're only filing one tax return a year and waiting all year to file that data. I always encourage everyone to get ready for MTD as early as possible. There was a lot of people that waited until the last minute for VAT going to MTD, and that causes a lot of headaches. It put a lot of strain on the HMRC system. It meant clients had to change their processes and routines. Whereas if you get it done now, you get ahead of the game, you get registered for MTD, you get some software ready, you can get into those processes and systems and you can trial it a while before it becomes mandatory by law. And that way you've got time to go and fix any systems or processes that you need to improve and change. So it takes the stress and the hassle out of doing it last minute. At the OnPoint Accounting Group, we're supporting our clients by holding a lot of education sessions, both in person and online, to educate them on what MTD is, how it works, and why they've got to do it. We're also using the opportunity to help educate everyone on cloud accounting software such as QuickBooks and why they should use that to go forwards and make their lives easier. We're offering all of our clients to get migrated to MTD free of charge. We're going to do that for them, providing we've got the agent authorization already set up, because we've got a bulk upload feature, so it takes us 10 minutes to do all our clients rather than 10 minutes for every client. The best time to change to MTD and start using software like QuickBooks is at the end of a tax period or your financial period. So if you are VAT registered, the best time is to move just after a VAT period ends. If you're a small business with no VAT, you could go anytime, but it's a lot quicker and easier to go at the start of the financial year than it is halfway through, because we haven't got as much catch-up work to do. When it comes to what our clients need for support with MTD, most of our clients have been really happy with it because they've got QuickBooks already. There's no major changes. The changes are on our end. We've just got to make sure we file through QuickBooks instead of the previous softwares we might have used for annual accounts. The challenges that a lot of our clients have faced in the past are ones that are clients that aren't as technically savvy, so they don't want to be using cloud software. They're quite happy with their spreadsheets, etc. So what we've done there is we've educated them on why they've got to do it, and we've then provided them the option to have bookkeeping, etc. done by us instead of by themselves, saving them time, but also saves them the hassle of having to learn new systems and processes because our team are already there and using them. We always recommend QuickBooks for a few reasons. Affordability, QuickBooks is by far one of the more affordable price packages out there. QuickBooks have a great ethos of building and developing and improving the product, not to put extra prices on board onto it, but actually to improve the value already received by their clients. And I think that's a fantastic ethos, especially amongst small businesses.